you're not trying to sell anything. We're not getting POs in our inbox. Just use it to get the meeting and create an actual relationship. Because I think the future is going to be a blend of digital selling and in-person work. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm going to go back to something you said back in the middle of that when you talked about like that brand piece. And I think that like when we step back over the last month and we observe LinkedIn, unfortunately we've seen a lot of layoffs in tech, right? But one thing that I've been coaching people on over the last 3 or 4 weeks, um, I've literally been saying, hey, go look at the individuals that got laid off that have a brand. Not one of them I've been able to notify or look at that hasn't had a job offer within 48 hours. Right? So it's bigger than what you're doing in your job. It's huge, right? And then you have the ability to help others in that same aspect. And it's been a beautiful thing to watch. And so to answer your follow-up question, that blend, right? So me and you were talking right now, in about 45 minutes, I have to head to the airport and head to Memphis. And in Memphis, I get to speak with 150 CHROs that are all in and around Tennessee. And that's literally my ICP and everyone that I talk to. But without that, I would be sitting here. I'd probably be watching it from afar, and I had to get an email list, and I'd reach out to all these people, and I wouldn't really have the ability to do that. And so my inclination, right, and like what I'm seeing in the future is a blend of like, how do we build those in-person relationships? How do we get in person with our customers and clients? But also, how do we meet them where they are on social? Right? How do we show up when we're not in person? And I was in Atlanta at the World at Work conference 2.5 months ago, and instead of talking about Wealthy, right, because everybody could see our banner, they knew what we did. I just started asking all of the buyers. I'm like, hey, what do you want right now from a seller? Like when they're reaching out to you, what do you want? I asked every single one of them the same thing, and 6 out of 10 of them said, I want sellers to come back and take me out to lunch or take me to dinner. Right. And then 4 of them were like, hey, I want that CEO that you sold to 6 months ago to give me a call and tell you to call them.